And they should have never aired the episode to begin with. They're huddled around, hands covering their mouths, their eyes are wide, and they keep rewatching this video that was anonymously sent to them. The video depicted a very young girl, unclothed, and with nothing but a plastic bag over her head. She had red string tied around her, and when the video starts, she says, "I am the doctor's slave. I will light myself on fire in a few days in front of the SBS headquarters. Please do not run the doctor's story on air." The watermarking on the video reads, SBS Doctor's Slave. The producers, they're starting to panic. Play the video again. What exactly did she say? She's going to do what? In a few days? What's a few days? Hurry, do something. We have to do something. Police were called to monitor the SBS building. But even then, they can't have eyes everywhere. It takes just 2 seconds to light a match. The producers need to find out who this girl is, or else in a few days, someone could die. They have to find her, and they have to stop her. But how? They can't see her face. They don't know her name. They know nothing about her. The video is taken in what looks like any ordinary girl's room in this entire nation. It could be any of the countless students. They rewatch the video and they scan the screen for anything. Something. A freckle at this point would be enough. Anything at all. Stop right there. When she reaches up, the pink and white friendship bracelet. It was in another video. The producer quickly pulls out her phone and starts scrolling through the chat room. Each chat room has over 10,000 videos and photos posted to it. How are they going to find her in all of these photos? They're like, here, it's here. They find the same girl. This time, the video is clear, same pink and white friendship bracelet. But this time they see behind her a bookshelf. They zoom in as much as they can, and there, written on the side of a middle school textbook, is the girl's name. And next to those are a collection of sticky notes. And they read, "I love you, doctor. Please, I love doctor a lot. I am a slave. I am doctor's slave. Doctor's chat rooms are the best." This is the case of Paksa, the doctor who ran one of the most prolific illegal international CP torture rings of recent times. And it was all done on the internet, not even on the dark web, but on one of the most commonly downloaded apps by citizens, Telegram. They would say in the world of Telegram, the doctor is, quote, a god-like figure. Welcome to the doctor's room. We would like to thank today's sponsors who have made it possible for Rotten Mango to support NAMI Network, whose mission is to combat human trafficking. NAMI has a very impressive international reach with a heavy presence in Asia. They help provide life-changing opportunities for survivors of trafficking by providing workforce and life skills for the women they serve. This episode's partnerships have also made it possible to support Rotten Mango's growing team of dedicated researchers and translators. We would also like to thank our listeners for your continued support as we work on our mission to be worthy advocates of these causes. As always, full show notes are available at rottenmangopodcast.com. Now, before we get into today's case, I want to give a heavy content warning. This case involves a ton of stories of trafficking, SA, and torture of our most vulnerable population. The crimes are incredibly graphic, so please, if you feel like this case might be too much for you, go take care of yourself. We will see you in the next one. The investigative journalists that worked on the Enthram case were fundamental to bringing down one of the most insane, complicated web of torture rings in recent times, and they were really in the trenches of hell trying to help these victims. It's likely that the perpetrators would not have ever been caught without them. Many names have been changed out of respect and anonymity for the victim and also for the victim and witnesses' safety. The exception are the names of the perpetrators. It will be in their complete legal names. Some anonymous testimonies from victims or witnesses have been condensed or combined for clarity, and we had help from our amazing Korean researchers, but as always with any and all cases, especially the international ones, please let us know if there was anything that was unintentionally mistranslated or miscommunicated, or if you have any additional information, let us know down in the comments. This will be part 1 of the nth room case of South Korea. Part 2 will be up on Wednesday. This episode will focus mainly on the doctor and the doctor's room. The second episode will cover God and the nth rooms and how they collide, as well as arrest and public reaction. Now, side note, in Korean, the word paksa is doctor, and paksa's room is the doctor's room. We will be calling them by their English translation, which is literally just doctor and doctor's room. It's not like a specific kind of doctor or anything. And I think that's all we have for you today. So with that being said, let's get into it. 2 middle school girls were in a public restroom. They had to hurry. They weren't even in one of the stalls. They're near the urinals, near the sinks. Right when anybody turns the corner into the men's restroom, these 2 girls are going to be in there. Anyone could come in at any single moment and see what they're about to do. They would see the camera set up. They would see the video recording. They're like, come on, let's just get it over with. We're not even supposed to be in here in the first place. They turn on the camera. Hurry, just hit record, it's fine. One of the girls clicks record and the 2 girls turn to each other. Their eyebrows are crinkled and for a brief moment, it looks like they're about to burst into tears. But they stop and they smile as big as possible. They're trying to show every single teeth. But the top half of their face and the bottom half of their face, it just doesn't match up. It seems like they're smiling, but like they're being forced to. They don't want to be here. They don't want to be smiling, is what they look like. One of the girls asks through clenched teeth, "Do we really have to do this?" Her friend nods, and the 2 slowly get down on their knees on the bathroom floor. Then they place their hands on the sticky, smelly floors. They are in their middle school uniforms. They angle the camera better so that they can see them up close on the ground, and a tear streams down one of the girls' faces, but neither of them break their big, fake smiles. And they lean all the way down, pushing their face to the floor. The smell of urine is just coming up and punching them in the face. And then they lick. They lick the urine off the floor. And they have to go again and again. They're licking the dirty, pee-soaked floor of a public men's restroom right underneath the urinals. Then at the end, they smile even wider for the cameras and hold up their pinkies. The doctor's signature. Meanwhile, a 30-year-old man, a Korean man, was getting ready for an interview. He made sure that his wife knew not to bother him. The kids were in the other room with instructions that they cannot, under any circumstances, come out of their rooms. They cannot talk to Daddy right now. Daddy is busy. He would need total peace and quiet for this very special, momentous occasion. I mean, it's a big day for him. He's feeling all the tingly excitement in his fingertips. I mean, this is probably the best opportunity that he's had so far. He cannot blow this. He grabs his phone. Okay. And he's ready. Name, phone number, address. Good. ID. The man takes out his ID and takes a picture with his phone and sends it over. And what do you have to show us? He eagerly smiles and he looks for the video, just hidden away, tucked inside of his phone. It's a video of my daughter. He sends the video and he waits. Why are they not responding? Maybe it's not enough. Maybe they want more? Shit. He starts biting his nails to alleviate the stress and calm down his nerves. Ding! The link has been set. Yes, he is in. He's passed the interview and he has just been accepted into the doctor's room. They say Gotham is a fictional place, that there is no possibility that a city could be run by lawless criminals whose sole purpose is chaos in the pursuit of money and power. Like, that doesn't happen in real life. But Gotham does exist in the digital world of Telegram. And like any other big city, it's got its own ecosystem. It has sellers, buyers, resellers, and they all come together to market themselves on Telegram in a place called Gotham Room. Each business owner would come to advertise their own private Telegram chat rooms for others to join. It's like a membership fee. In order to join their group chats, you have to pay money. It's like a marketing room. Think of it as if you go to a food market, everyone has their own little stalls and they're trying to grab you. They're shoving posters in your hand as you walk by. They're dishing out samples so that you come and you eat in their stall. You eat their food. It's a marketplace. Come to my Telegram account. I have videos of chest torture, cousin, scissors being used, younger brother, and inviting a stranger over. Another ad would read, "The slave is thanking her master in my room. Room number 2. Come and watch." Others are more tech-focused. Data quality is guaranteed at a high level in all of our rooms. Hard and soft are available to suit your taste. Please DM us, only if you can purchase immediately. We don't do payment plans. If this was your first time in Gotham, you could potentially find a tour guide to help you and to teach you the ropes. First of all, barely any of the rooms contain consensual material, mostly underage, and most of the time they're being forced into making these videos, or they have no idea that these videos are even being made and uploaded for maybe even tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people to watch. They're called slaves in the chat rooms. That's what they're called. And it's all about asking for exactly what you want in Gotham. You think that what you like is so niche, is so different, is so special that nobody's going to have a room for it. But trust us, there's a chat room for everything. There's something for everyone here. Female teachers chat room, female military chat room, female police chat room, female nurse chat room, female middle school chat room, female middle school live stream chat room, girls room, and then an ad would pop up. The Lolly Room is run by the username Jeep, no affiliation with the brand, where he distributes only CP for those that are interested. Please join us. What's a Lolly Room? Probably the most popular chat rooms. They're called lolly rooms, but it means Lolita room. It consists of children crawling around, so toddler age, but the cameras are set up in incredibly objectifying ways. Many chat room creators have their own versions of the lolly rooms, and they say that most of the watchers, if you will, the buyers, are teachers from elementary schools.
No way.
Many of the most popular rooms consisted of videos depicting the same 3 to 4 girls. Typically, it was always girls. But because they don't want to show you the videos before you commit to purchasing, they would just go to Gotham Room and describe the girls to you instead. Her upper body is shaped like this. She's a little bit chubby, but thick thighs and thin waist. No body hair. Likes to cry while performing, if you're into it. Pretty good at studying. Big chest. Others would just read simply, my 5-year-old daughter. Introducing my 4-year-old sister to film. 8-year-old sister live broadcast. 7-year-old neighbor's daughter's toilet. My 6-year-old daughter is so pretty. Some would get straight to the point and they would just write, urine drinking torture. The Gotham Room was like a giant catalog, a menu of all the things that you could possibly want, but for a price. The price of entry into Gotham City is like a seesaw. So to some people, it's the price of selling your soul. To other people, it's like tossing a penny into a fountain. It's nothing to them. First, we need to confirm that you're a man. We're going to need a picture of your private part next to a piece of paper that has your username written on there in black Sharpie marker. No women allowed. Then we will need videos of someone in your life. It has to be a woman. So preferably a wife. Your own children would probably be the best. Nieces, cousins. Yeah, maybe a neighbor's daughter if you don't have any. Videos or photos of them secretly taken that are explicit in nature. The younger, the better is what we're looking for. That's just the price of entry. It's an insurance policy because once you've posted all of your personal details, you've sent videos that you've secretly taken of your own sister or your own daughter or wife showering, how could you ever get out of Gotham? You would be trapped in Gotham. Gotham would be your new home. This is where you would be forever. How would you ever snitch on Gotham? I mean, when they have all your information, you watch their videos, you went through all these hoops to watch these videos, even going as far as submitting your own content. How could you ever snitch on anyone? It's a tactic that many mafias use, like mob bosses. They'll make you commit a crime because afterwards, it's almost impossible to turn on them. They've got evidence of you doing the same exact thing. You're just as bad as the people you're snitching on. Alarmingly, not many watchers are thrown off by this part of the vetting process. All they're focused on is making sure that they don't blow this golden opportunity. They need to get in. Once they're vetted by this point, they've sent pictures of their privates, submitted their IDs, pictures and videos of family members. All that is left is an exchange of money, typically through crypto. And then you're in. They would send you a link. And that link is your Willy Wonka ticket into paradise. Even in Gotham Room, you can see people begging, pleading, coming up with 50 excuses on why this is needed for them. If someone could please send me over a link, please, it will change my life. I swear to you, I will become a much better person with this link. I have cancer, you know? Someone send me the link. I could die at any moment. Do you want me to die without having some bliss in my life?
That's what someone's saying?
Yeah. Getting the link is the hard part. To find Gotham City is easy. It's hiding in plain sight. It takes about 5 clicks to get into Gotham. Google, and then you type in avnsnoop.com, a seedy website with tons of illegal explicit videos. From there, you can find a link into Gotham Room, which is on Telegram. Now, all you need is to pick the room of your choosing, get vetted, and you're in. The most popular room to get into is one of the doctor's rooms. It takes about 6 clicks in total if it goes smoothly. And once you're in, the very first message pops up welcoming you to Gotham, and it reads, "Let's rape." Journalist Kim Won was in. A link appeared on his email for his new assignment. A tip has been submitted into the newspaper that he writes for, 한겨레. That's the newspaper. So someone wrote in a tip and it came to him because he's one of the journalists. Telegram chat rooms are being used for sexually exploitative content. Reporter Kim staring at the email. It's a Sunday. He's at home. He's taking the day off. He had taken his youngest son for a ride on the scooter and he promised his eldest son that he would play baseball with him. But his boss is texting him, "You need to get on this lead right now." So he puts his phone down. He starts making his way back into the office. He already has a brief template in mind for this article. It's going to be a very simple project. Most likely, it's just another article about spy cams. He thinks he's going to go on Telegram, follow this lead, and find spy cam videos uploaded. It's the thing that's dominating the news cycle recently. Spy cams being hidden in public restrooms, motels, hotels, changing rooms of stores, hospital restrooms, hospital bathrooms, hospital rooms, even in guys' bedrooms when they invite girls over who have no idea and do not give consent to being filmed, being intimate. There are spy cams. Then that spy cam footage that's captured is being spread all over the internet. Not even on the dark web, just the regular internet that anyone can access. Pastors are hiding hidden cameras in their daughters' bathrooms to watch their daughters' friends shower. Stepfathers are hiding hidden cameras in stuffed bears, sunflower decorations in their stepdaughters' rooms, live streaming it to an audience. Is it deplorable? Yes. Is it shocking? Yes. Is it a threat to society? Also yes. But is it also old news? Absolutely. That's how journalist reporter Kim is feeling. Readers are over it, okay? They're no longer clicking on articles about spy cams. They're done reading about it. It's no longer intriguing. But he sits down at his desk on a Sunday anyway, in this empty office, and opens up the lead that was submitted. It reads, "There are reports of a junior in high school who distributed CP to his friends on Telegram." Screenshots were attached to the email, as well as the IP address and exact home address of the student spreading the videos on Telegram, as well as a link. Journalist Kim clicks on the Telegram link, and he was admitted entrance into a Telegram chat room with over 9,000 members. This wasn't a chat room full of videos. This is like the Gotham room. It's not even a chat room with the content. It's a marketplace for other chat rooms. He goes on there and he sees the clearly labeled categories for chat rooms to explore. They read regular explicit content, domestically produced videos. This would be illegal because South Korea prohibits production of explicit videos. Hidden cameras, spy cams, gore, lolly rooms, and just another one that bluntly states children's room. This was not what the email implied. This was not just one high schooler posting CP into a group chat with his high school buddies on Telegram. Not that that's okay, but this is not that. This is a whole ecosystem. This is a marketplace for distributing CP and illegal material. And all journalist Kim needed was a link. He didn't even need a VPN. He didn't even need Tor. He didn't need anything. It's just a link.
And he sees there's 9,000 people in there?
Yes. It's like getting a link to Reddit and you click it open. You don't need any other software. You don't need to access the dark web. You just need Telegram, which is the 6th most widely downloaded app in the entire world. Most people who use Telegram don't commit crimes with it. It's just a communication app. When he clicks on a category, he's led to a new chat room with chat room creators that have rooms for that specific category, marketing their rooms on why their specific chat room is the best in this entire category of, for example, gore. Kim would see hundreds of previews of photos and videos, and they were all CP. Again, this was not at all what he thought he was walking into today. He had expected to open up a door and find himself staring at a small fire, but instead, the entire building is on fire. The entire city is up in flames. So as quickly as his fingers are letting him, he's typing up this article exposing these chat rooms, and he clicks publish. This cannot wait for tomorrow. This needs to go up today. The world needs to know today. This is big enough to bring the whole country down. This is going to blow up in everybody's face, and there will be no avoiding something this big. It's going to be the biggest scandal of the year. He was so nervous, but he was so ready, okay? He's trying to blow the lid on this thing. He clicks publish, and on just one of the websites called AVN Snoop, which is available, again, on the regular web, the surface web, there are over 230,000 pieces of explicit videos, including spy cam videos.
And this happened in 2019, right?
Yes.
So very, very recent.
Very recent, yeah. There were videos of minors, revenge videos that were posted without consent, photos taken upskirt of female colleagues, and you can clearly tell it's an office setting. AVN Snoop was run by a man, well, a username called Watchmen, named after the DC Comics. Kim had no idea who any of these people were running these chat rooms. They're all uploading these videos anonymously. Even the watchers, the ones commenting for more and grosser and more gory, they're all anonymous. But he wants the world to see it too. Even if they don't know who these people are, they need to know that these people exist and that these people are out there and they're hurting people. That's the first step to hunting down these predators. After reporter Kim publishes his article, he has his email pulled up on one side and the chat rooms pulled up on his phone. And he's waiting for his email to blow up, okay? Usually when he posts these types of articles that are very divisive or shocking or explosive, he's getting leads, tips, personal encounters of people that have been on these websites. They're gonna just start flooding in. Ding, ding, ding. It's already coming. He checks his email. Nothing. He checks his phone. And the chat room is going crazy. Let's dox his ass. Here's a picture of him. Look at him. He looks like a pervert. Kim opens the file, and it's a picture of him. Yeah, let's go find him. Someone go get him. Go. Already done. His name is reporter Kim Won. This is his address. He's an incel and a pedo.
That's crazy. They're using those words to describe him.
Yes. And people are laughing, ha, 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 ha. What should we do about it? Reporter, I know you're in here reading this. So here we go. We know where you live. We know where your family is. So you better watch out. Ding, ding, ding. Reporter Kim starts freaking out like, what the hell is going on? Did the article blow up because the chat rooms are blowing up talking about it? He feels this surge of adrenaline. He's refreshing his email. And nothing. Radio silence. Nobody cares about the article. But his phone is just, it's hot to the touch because it's going off so much. It just won't stop. We got his Facebook. Look, he has 2 kids. Here's a picture of the eldest. That's his wife. What's his wife's name? Someone find out her number. I got his address. Kim is likely trembling at this point. I mean, he's staring down at his phone. There are photos being distributed in the chat room of him, of his family, of his apartment building. Kim's article exposing the chat rooms only went viral in the chat rooms. The rest of the world didn't seem to care. Ding! New event has been created in the chat room. Event name, Catch Kim Won. Time, now to indefinitely. Find out date of birth, names of every family member and all their private phone numbers, as well as all their employment records. Prize, your chance to order a slave. What the hell is happening? Kim refreshes his email once more, and there is finally something. An unopened email from an anonymous sender. He clicks on it. You're barking up the wrong tree. All these people are nothing. AVN Snoop, they're nothing. You need to look into the doctor. I can help you. Reporter Kim responds back. Who's the doctor? Who is this? Me? I'm the Joker. Most of us picked a bank at 16 and never looked back. Sound familiar? That's where Chime comes in. They're not like traditional old banks who charge fees and gatekeep perks and rewards. Chime offers the most rewarding fee-free banking, all with no overdraft fees, no monthly fees, no minimum balance fees. You get 5% cash back on Chime card in a category of choice like gas or groceries, all while building credit through regular everyday spending with no credit check. And you can also grow your money faster with a savings rate that's 9 times the national average. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free with America's #1 choice for banking. Head to chime.com/rotten. That is chime.com/rotten. Sign up now. It only takes a few minutes. Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services and Chime Card provided by Chime's bank partners. Qualifying direct deposits required. Terms and limits apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details. Behind every headline is a story that goes far deeper. Death of the Pastor's Wife is a gripping new 3-part documentary series examining the life and death of Micah Miller, wife of John Paul Miller, the pastor of her family's church in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Through never-before-seen footage and firsthand accounts from friends and family, the series explores allegations of control and manipulation, the events leading to Micah's sudden and mysterious death, and the search for answers that continues today. Watch Death of the Pastor's Wife, August 26th, only on Netflix. Insurance isn't just one size fits all. That's why drivers have trusted Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. Just tell Progressive what you want to pay, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Visit progressive.com to find a car insurance rate that works for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Eunji is standing in the hallways of her middle school with her friends. She's in a good mood. School's almost over and she's going to head back home soon. Maybe she would even stop by a few stores and get a new phone case. She had a brand new iPhone and AirPods coming in the mail and she's so stoked for this. Ding. Eunji looks down at her phone and it's like her eyes zero in, tunnel vision on her screen, and everything else starts to feel blurry. She feels sick to her stomach. Eunji, what's wrong? You look like you're about to throw up. Eunji turns her phone off so her friends can't read, and she's like, nothing, I'll be right back. Runs to the bathroom, and she's staring at the message that reads, take a photo of yourself naked in your school stairwell right now. She doesn't respond. Ding! Another message pops up. Town Girls Middle School. What? How does he know what school? Ding! 8th grade. Ding! Class 2. Ding! Full name, Park So-ri. Ding! Your dad's phone number is... Your mom's phone number is, and your address is. She stares at her phone. Ding! Are you fucking ignoring me right now? Okay. I'm sure your dad and his friends would love to see these photos of you. Take the naked photo of yourself in the stairwell. Don't hide your face. Do as I say or I leak all the photos. In 10, 9, 8, 7. She's staring at her phone, hands shaking. Her friends come to find her. Eunji, are you okay? Your lips are turning blue. She clicks her phone off. I'm fine. I'm sick. I have to go home. In Eunji's hand, her phone keeps buzzing. Lee Namboy has joined the chat. Kuni has joined the chat. FYG has joined the chat. Ho Hung has joined the chat. ERSB has joined the chat. This was a private conversation between her and somebody else, and they have invited hundreds of men into the chat. They could all see her fully nude, face-in-frame photos. Her phone starts lighting up, message after message after message. I want, it looks delicious. Her face is not my type though. Go take one in the bathroom. I want to see her lick the toilet. Get down on your knees and cry. I say we go to her house right now to do it. I bet she's reading this and looking forward to all of us going. Yeah, let's go R-word her. In front of Panwardang Station in South Korea, there is a 7-Eleven convenience store. This is in front of the subway station. That is where reporter Kim and his colleague are going to meet up with the Joker. The other reporter was worried for reporter Kim's safety. I mean, how do we know that we can trust him? There's an event out in the chat room to hurt you. That could mean any watcher who wants to request a slave to do something that they want could have set this whole thing up, could have set up this whole meeting to get you. How do you know that you're not walking into a trap? I mean, how do you know that this person's on our side? What if it's some crazy watcher that doesn't want the slave video thing to end and they think you're threatening their business? I told him that I was wearing a black jacket, but I'm wearing a gray jacket. So that means from afar, I can try to spot him first. And he's going to be too busy looking for me in the black jacket. I can kind of scope him out while he's busy. And I can make sure that there's nobody else lurking around the corner because he said that he's coming alone in a white puffer jacket. It was an interesting choice. South Korea is kind of like New York City in the winter. It is a sea of black jackets. So while Joker would be scrambling, scanning every single person wearing a black puffer jacket, because he thinks reporter Kim is wearing a black puffer jacket, Joker would stand out like a sore thumb in his white puffer jacket. And you stand to the side, and if anything goes wrong, you call the police. It was a bit of a reckless plan, but what can the reporters do at this point? They have no other options. Reporter Kim leaves his colleague near the street corner and starts making his way towards the subway station. They plan to meet right in front of it. And then, boom, all hell breaks loose. Right outside the subway station, two cars screech and slam into each other, causing a massive car accident. Nearby car alarms are going off, horns are honking, people are screaming, everybody starts running towards the cars. It almost feels like a bad omen. Maybe reporter Kim should have stopped now, but he kept scanning the crowd. Everybody's trying to get to the cars to make sure nobody's injured. They're like ants running for food. They're all running in that same direction. And off to the side, watching the scene, completely unfazed, standing in front of the subway station, in front of the 7-Eleven, in a white puffer jacket, is the Joker. The two journalists sit down with the Joker at a cafe nearby, and the three of them are sitting in a corner table all the way back. Joker is wearing a baseball cap, and he won't even look up to meet their eyes. In fact, the reporters are surprised to see that he has quite a bit of a baby face. His cheeks are pretty plump. He looks very young. I swear I never really knew about those chat rooms. The two reporters glance at each other. I found out they're a friend. I was at home one day when I got a call from a friend, and she asked me to meet up in person. She sounded distraught, and she didn't want to tell me over the phone what was wrong, so I met up with her. She was a mess. She was crying. She could barely talk. I could tell it was really bad. She told me about some guy, the doctor. She said that he forced her to make explicit videos for Telegram. She told the doctor, no, at first, I don't want to do that. I can't do anything like that. And the doctor started threatening her. She said he just started texting her full government name, her address, her parents' phone numbers, even her social security number. She has no idea how he even got any of these things. She still told him, no, I can't. I'm not going to do any of that. And he started flooding the chat room that was originally just her and this random person, the doctor. But he started inviting hundreds of men, and they knew her address now. They knew her social security number, all these strangers on Telegram. And they were joining over and over, and they were shaming her nonstop, telling her that she's just a slave and she needs to be a good slave, or else they're going to come to her house. If she doesn't do what the good doctor asks, and all 100 of them are going to R-word her. So she did what she was told. She sent a video to the doctor. He sent that video to a bigger, different chat room called the doctor's room, but she didn't have access to that room. Joker told reporters that it became his mission at that point to infiltrate the doctor's room to see what kind of videos he was posting and how many people were involved. He said, before you can even go to the doctor's room, there's a waiting room that you can enter. And that's where you figure out your taste. It's almost like a survey that you would fill out at the doctor's office. The doctor will post trailer clips in that room, teaser videos, and once you decide which room you want to get into, you get vetted. You pay the fee, and then you'd be in to see the doctor. Once you get into the actual chat rooms, the first thing that you see is just skin. The whole screen is filled with the color of skin, like pink flesh everywhere, that color. A lot of nude young girls, all the videos. Each photo or video is watermarked, the doctor. And if it's not watermarked, the girls would have Dr. Slave written on them, typically in big, bold black letters or in red on the arms or thighs or the legs, anywhere. Eventually, he'll have some of the victims carve the words Dr. Slave into their bodies. The victims would be forced on their knees to beg for forgiveness for not being good while they carved themselves. That was his trademark. The doctor had 3 distinct signatures for each video. First would be somewhere on the girl would be Dr. Slave, and the video or photo would be watermarked with the Dr. Slave. And along with the opening of every video, the slaves would lift up their pinky finger. That was his signature. And lastly, every single video depicted the victims smiling. They had to smile or else. In almost all the videos, their whole bodies would be shaking with fear and their eyes would be puffy from crying, and they would still be forcing a smile. Watchers would comment, "See, I told you, they all want this. They like it." There would be menu items. Most watchers don't seem to be just part of one chat room. It seems like they're part of multiple, because another thing that the doctor does is once you enter a chat room, you only get videos made by the same 3 or 4 slaves. If you get sick of them and you want fresh new people, you'd have to join another chat room where it's another 3 or 4 quote slaves. And like I just want to put a quick disclaimer. I thought of different ways of presenting this information that didn't include the heavy usage of the word slave, but it's so embedded in everything of this case. Like, I think that's also one of the main points of this case, that word and the overusage of that word and marking the victims on their bodies literally with that word is such a big part of the emotional and mental trauma, as well as the physical trauma that the victims faced. So I didn't want to soften the word, because that is what happened. Mm-hmm. I don't want to make it seem like it's not as bad as it was, because it's as bad as it gets, you guys.
Yeah.
It's suspected that the doctor had over 300, quote, slaves. Now, the doctor is known in the chat room world to be constantly innovating and updating his menu items to keep his watchers happy. So the menu reads, consuming urine, poop, backside, knife play, using scissors in private parts, public nudity, chest torture, and younger brother incest. The doctor has about 70 to 80 chat rooms, all separated by taste and menu items, as well as the number of, quote, slaves. But even within a category, they would be categorized as hard, medium, and exclusive. So hard rooms start at about $187 to get in. Medium rooms start at closer to $450. Now, you're going to get much more intense, graphic, frequency of content gets shorter. Like, you're getting a lot more stuff in the more you get it. It's a tiered system. The videos get more graphic, they get more violent. It's a lot. And exclusive rooms, being the VIP rooms, they start at about $1,200. What's in the VIP rooms? Caterpillars. Caterpillars? The victims are forced to buy live caterpillars, like, you know, the ones that you get at the pet store. And while they're still moving, the victim has to pick them up one by one, show them to the camera, and then insert them inside while they're still alive. They have to do like a whole cup of them. If you guys want, I can send you the link. And with the help of the Joker, the 2 journalists, the 2 reporters, were in the doctor's room. Eunji hit download on her phone. Eunji's the middle schooler, and all of her friends had recommended this new trending app where you could be paid to talk to people anonymously. Lonely rich people will join the app and they will pay you to chat with them. It sounds like easy money. People were saying it's good. And since Eunji is in middle school, it's not like she has any other like overflowing job offers just handed to her. She plops down in a bed and clicks create account. Like most apps, it's not that lucrative or as interesting as everyone made it sound. It's actually kind of dry. She downloads it, she creates an account, and nothing. She's about to give up and throw her phone down when, ding, a message from an account called The Doctor. Do you want a job? Eunji sits up. Yes. The doctor said that he just wanted to talk and share photos with each other, and he would pay her $4,000 a month. Now, to give you perspective, the average salary for someone who has graduated college and is in the workforce in South Korea is about $3,000 a month. She's in middle school. $4,000 just to talk? The doctor reassured her they would never meet up in person, but he did want some photos of her. Videos would be nice too, and of course, frequently he would ask for some video chats here and there, but that would be it. No in-person contact of any kind. He'd be willing to pay $4,000 a month for it. Eunji agreed, and the 2 would move over on Telegram to talk. Ding. The doctor would send a message. Send a picture of your body, naked. Eunji hesitated. I can send you money right now if you do it. Besides, Telegram has this self-destruct feature, so after I see it, if you click that self-destruct, the photo will automatically be deleted. Eunji would send a photo with just her body without her face in it. The doctor responded, good. Send me your phone number and your address. I want to send you a new phone, a new iPhone, and AirPods as a gift for that picture. Besides, I want you to take better, high-quality pictures next time. Eunji paused. She's like, I mean, technically, this is what the Sugar Baby website was for, right? Is to make money without actually meeting people and doing these things. I mean, this is how it's supposed to work. Like, why why would anyone download the app if this is what it's doing? I mean, people love this app. It's trending. Eunji slowly types in her address and her phone number and hits send. From then on, the doctor would consider that victim his, quote, slave. He would add them to what he called, in the chat rooms, the doctor's encyclopedia of actresses. Every slave's name, address, phone number, and personal identifying markers would be added. He would threaten them, blackmail them. He would force them to send more videos, more photos. From there, it would just snowball. If they don't respond or they try to tell him no, he would text them, hey, are you still alive, huh? It seems like you don't fully understand. I clearly told you, if you don't listen to me, I will chase you to the end of the earth and I will ruin your life, bitch. Respond to me as soon as you see this message, or else, bitch, because I'm going to send this to your dad. I'm going to send the video of you reading out the slave contract while performing pleasure with objects, and I'm going to hack into your Twitter and spread all of your videos. I've made myself clear, so you better respond. With this method, the doctor bragged to his chat rooms that he was able to get a slave to film their very first explicit video in less than 3 hours of adding them on these apps. And then from there, he said he could make at least 2 new, quote, slaves every single day. A new video was released into the doctor's chat room. Another victim. The video starts with her holding up her pinky finger and smiling at the camera. And then she steps back, undresses slowly, places her underwear on top of her head like a hat, and then starts convulsing until she drops to the floor. Her eyes roll back in her head as if she's having a seizure. Her arms and legs are just wildly shaking. She was not having a seizure, though. The doctor just thought it was hilarious. So he would make these girls do these very humiliating things. But that's the thing with the doctor's rooms. The watchers in there, they get bored very, very quickly. The doctor could feel when his patients need more, when they're getting disinterested, when they're getting